Evening. How are you doing? We are back here today. We are live. Yes, we are waiting for our guest. We have a guest coming today, and we'll wait for her to join us. Now, before she joins us today, let's get started. So yesterday, as we're going on, we're almost wrapping up when I had a bit of a glitch, network glitch. So we couldn't finish up. So I came back. By the time I came back, almost everybody had gone already. So today, I want to quickly share some of the things I couldn't share yesterday. And they are some of the main things we are supposed to even do here. It's a holiday, so we are talking about rules. We are talking about rules that will help you stay safe during this holiday. Yes, our coach is here. Coach Omolabake Odegbami, she's here. So before we go into that, before we allow coach to speak, hello, good evening, coach. Your place is dark, so please, you want to, can you light up your space so that we can see you?
Oh my God. 1 minute.
Okay, so let's go. So I was saying that yesterday we were supposed to conclude with the rules you need to protect yourself this holiday. However, because of the network glitch, I wasn't able to do that. So today we are going there right away. Kings and queens, how are you? If you were all yesterday and you are still with us today, leave in the comment section you were with us yesterday and share with us what you learned. Leave in the comment you were with us yesterday and share with us what you learned. And also tell us if you have told your parents about the self-led mentorship class that is happening from August 1st. You know, we talked about you telling your parents, so you are going to share with us if you have told your parents about it and if you're excited about it. So let's go. I'll share with you some rules quickly that you need to protect yourself this holiday. Now, like I said yesterday, you need to protect your mind. So the very first rule you need is to protect your senses. Protect your senses. What you watch, what you listen to, what you touch, what you say, what you eat, what you smell. Protect them. You just don't, like I said yesterday, you don't listen to everything, because everything you listen to, there are seeds that are they will seed out, enter your mind, and they'll begin to germinate. And the mind of a human being is the powerhouse of that person. So if you allow anything to everything and anything to get into your mind, you are going to be distracted. You know, we talked about you being a global leader, you being on the global stage. You need to protect what you listen to. Even if everybody's giggling, everybody's laughing about it, it's unhealthy for you. You know, all this sexual content, you know, all this music, song with lewd content, you know, all these conversations that are not healthy. Protect what you listen to. Then I said, protect what you touch. You just don't touch everything, you know, protect what you smell. Because smell, you see people, they smell substances that can make you, they can knock you off your senses. There are things you will perceive, you will not even know what you are doing or where you are. God forbid somebody wants to take advantage of you. Somebody wants to maybe molest you or abuse you. Because your senses are gone, you will not know. We see it happen every time. People do that, you know. So please, you don't want to be victim. So if you are in an environment, the smell is kind of off, just move away from there. If you are in a place you are not comfortable with the smell, move away from there quickly. It's a red flag. It can even be as much as the smell of perfume. It can even be a smell of food or any item. As long as the smell, you are not comfortable with it. You see that the place, you are feeling drowsy in a way. The smell is feeling choky. Leave there. Some smells are not good for you. Don't say you can handle it. Leave there. The other thing I've talked about, what you listen to, what you touch, what you smell, what you eat, what you put in your mouth. It is not everything you eat. It's not everything. Even if it's snacks, it's cake or something. People use a lot of things to cook some food, you know. Cakes, for example, they use alcohol. I don't know if they still do it now, bakers, but I know in those days they used to use alcohol to preserve cakes, and those things, if they are put, some people, we've heard reports of people going for parties, and at the end of the day, the food they are eating there, they were drugged, they put a lot of substance into them. After eating those things, you will not know where you are again. You will not know what is happening to you. We've heard that. So I said, protect your senses. You know your senses, what you eat, what you touch. Sometimes you may even touch something, you feel, this thing, it will just make you, it will give you a kind of feel good feeling. It is not always, it doesn't mean it's nice, it's good. You should keep touching it. So please protect what you listen to, what you touch, what you smell, what you eat. Which other one again? What you see. Yes, your sense of sight, what you see is also super important. You just don't see you don't think that are not appropriate for you. You are seeing videos, or that are showing lewd content. They have lewd content. They are showing girls or boys, dress half naked. They are pornography. A lot of the times, they are not good for you. Sometimes it's not just boys and girls. Sometimes it's even girls to girls, sometimes it's boys to boys, but you know that they are not healthy because they are working on your mindset. So protect your senses. That is the rule number one to keep you safe this holiday. Protect your senses. And yesterday I told you that you can be in a space, and someone is telling you, and you said, okay, these things are not appropriate for me. You want to walk away, and someone tells you, where are you going to sit down now? Let's finish the movie. You open your mouth and speak boldly. No, it's not appropriate for me. I'm not comfortable. You move away. People will learn to respect you when you are someone who is, you have strong-willed. You are strong-willed. You have someone who, you have your own will. You know what you want, and you stand by what you want. You are not someone who just goes with the crowd. You are not comfortable with it. Open your mouth and say, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not doing this. This is not me. This doesn't define me. That is rule number one. Protect your senses. Rule number two is stay productive. Have you ever heard the saying that the idle mind is the devil's workshop? The idle mind is the devil's workshop. It simply means you are not busy. If you don't get yourself busy this holiday, you are going to open up yourself for a lot of thoughts. I refer to intrusive thoughts yesterday. When you are not busy, you are going to be curious, and sometimes it's going to be negatively curious. So you are going to be able, yes, the ability to say no is super important. You are going to say no, and no, and you walk away. I'm not comfortable here. It's not age appropriate, and you walk away. I said, have your kids, 8 to 13, 8 to 12, join us in this very first 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, then they can go. After 30 minutes, then you can go, because you had your class yesterday. I will focus on 13 to 17 and above. Okay, let's go. I said, get busy. If you don't get busy this holiday, you are just going to be bored. You are going to be bored. You are going to be curious, and you'll be forced to experiment. Because you are not busy, everything will begin to excite you. Oh, thank you so much. It will be, how are you? Everything will excite you. Whatever people are doing will excite you. Even if they are doing things that are not right, it will excite you because you are not busy. So get yourself busy this holiday. If you are not attending holiday lessons, you are not doing anything else, even if you are at home, you are not doing any holiday thing, then get yourself busy. Find something to do. Do art and craft. Go to the nearby supermarket near you. Tell them to give you cartons, their used cartons. Come back, build a house. Even if you are 17, do something big, something fancy. Go to YouTube, watch a lot of videos, how they use cartons to make shelves, how they use cartons to make houses, how they use cartons to make anything. Tell your parents all they need to give you, buy for you is glue, perhaps glue, paint, or tape, or things like that. Things that are not expensive. Get busy. Create project upon project. That is one of the things you want to do. Minimize your television. Minimize your television. Don't stay too much in front of television this holiday season. Don't stay too much in front of television. So get busy. If you know how to crochet, for example, like I mentioned it yesterday, if you don't know how to crochet, it's simple. Tell your parents with 1,000 naira, even you don't even need to tell them. If you have your pocket money, just bring out 1,000 naira from it. With 1,000 naira, you can buy as much as 2 wools. You can buy your knitting pin. Then you can start making your learning how to do it. Make that your project. I'm going to learn how to crochet. Another thing you can do is I want to learn how to speak boldly, public speaking. So every day I want to research on how to be a better public speaker. Commit to getting something done this holiday. Take your school work. Which areas are you struggling with? What are you struggling with in your school work? You know, you want to improve. Set daily goals for yourself. Every day, I'm going to study this. I even want to study ahead. I'm going to SS1. I'm going to SS2. I'm going to SS3. I'm going to GSS1. I'm going to grade 6. I want to study ahead. I want to be super good. In fact, I want to attempt to have a double promotion next year by the time I get to school. So what are you going to do? Get super busy. Fill up your mind. Use your energy, because if you are not busy, you are likely going to be curious because you are bored. You just want something to entertain you, and you are going to make yourself vulnerable. Rule number 2, stay productive. Rule number 3, set daily goals and daily intention. You wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today, this is what I am going to do today. Today, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, F. I think I'm going to do today. Today, this is how I'm going to behave. I'm going to carry myself. Your daily goals, then your daily intentions. You know, daily goals are the things you are going to do for today. Your daily intentions is how you intend, your intentions for today. Today, I am not going to, I'm not going to stay in front of television all day. Today, I am going to be firm. So anybody coming to want to break my boundaries, I'm going to say no. So I am going to be super firm today. Today, I am not going to listen to big girls gist. My cousin that is in the university, when they come, they are talking on the phone with their friends, or my older sibling that's in university, they're talking to, on the phone with their friends. Welcome, Jumai, welcome. They are saying all sorts of things, and I know that these things are not healthy for me. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm not going to look around them. I'm going to pick a book today and read. And I'm going to try any book I read. I'm going to go over the vocabulary I don't know before. I'm going to have them written down, and I'm going to research on them. Give yourself a daily goal, something you are going to achieve, and at the end of the day, you are going to come back and say, okay, yesterday I was committed to this and I achieved this. Give yourself a daily goal, something to look back to, something to make you feel proud of your day. Like I said, get productive. Now, giving yourself a daily goal is part of getting productive. So get productive, set a daily goal for yourself. And I've mentioned some of the ways you can get productive, some of the things you can do. Even if you are not going for holiday lesson, you have someone near you who is into fashion designing, you have someone near you who is into coding and all of that, you have someone near you who is into anything at all, shoemaking, anything, baking. You can go and meet them. It's holiday, I'm bored, I just want to learn a few things. It doesn't mean that you are going to end up being a fashion designer. It doesn't mean you are going to end up being a baker. No, you are just learning. You are just learning. And apart from learning, you are keeping yourself occupied the holiday so that you are not idle, you are not empty, you are not, you know, when let me make it practical for you to understand. You know, when a cup is full, right? You want to put water, it will be pouring away. But when the cup is empty, you want to put water, it will just be going, to be going, to be going. That is it. So when you are not busy, you are empty. It means you are empty, so anything can come into you. But when you are super busy, you have a lot of things in your mind. So it is not easy for things to enter. So get yourself busy. Set daily goals this holiday. Set daily goals. So if you are with us now, tell me, what goals are you going to set this holiday? How are you going to keep your day busy this holiday? I want to know, global leaders, self-leaders. Let's see it in the comment section. And remember, one of the things you can engage yourself in this holiday is by registering for the self-led mentorship class. I told you yesterday, tell your parents about the self-led mentorship class that you want to be part of it. It is very empowering. And if you register yesterday, today, and tomorrow, you only pay 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira for the self-leadership class. And guess what? It's happening on Zoom, which means you want to talk, we'll hear you, we'll see you, we have conversations. And I promise you, it is going to be super interactive and super empowering. So if you don't register now, by Wednesday, by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll check our planner. It goes to 15,000 naira. So tell your parents you want to be part of the Self Leadership Academy for 2025 summer. It is going to really, really fill you up this holiday, because every day we are going to teach you, empower you, and keep you mentally and physically busy throughout the holiday. And when you get back to school, you are better than you were last time. When you get back to school, you will be more matured and you will be better than you were. So rule number 4, it is talk to your parents about everything. Yesterday, I told you that your parents are the people that care the most about you in this world. Even if you are having an argument with your parents, or you are angry at your parents, or your parents, they are not they don't always cooperate with you, they don't always do the things you want them to do, your parents are telling you don't do this, don't do that, you feel they restrict you too much, and in your friend's house they allow them to do anything they want to do. They can go out and play from morning till night. They have 101 maids, they don't do chores, or they watch television all day. Your parents don't allow that, and you feel, oh, your friend has it all rosy, or your friend. I tell you, your parents are the people that care genuinely about you the most in this world. So when you have questions, go and meet your parents. When you have you are curious about something, go and meet your parents and ask them. Don't take your curiosity to someone else. Don't take your curiosity to your neighbor. Don't take your curiosity to your big cousin. Don't take your curiosity to your auntie or your uncle. Of course, except they are part of your safe circle. They are part of your safe circle. Your parents have approved them as part of your safe circle. Then you can take your curiosity to them. If they are not part of your safe circle, don't take your curiosity to them. Take your curiosity to your parents this holiday. Anything you hear you're not comfortable with, take it to your parents. Anything anybody says, you are wondering, is this true or not? Take it to your parents. As you are growing up as a child, you are going to hear a lot of myths, a lot of people talking about a lot of things. You are going to hear people say to you, like when we were growing up, we heard a lot of things. People will tell us, oh, you have pimples on your face because you don't have a boyfriend. Those kind of things. Take them to your parents. Your parents are the ones that will actually tell you what is true or what is not true. So take your curiosities, your questions to your parents. If you have fears, take them to your parents. If you feel embarrassed, awkward, take them to your parents. Even if you have an experience online, you are just on the phone, you didn't intend to click on a site, by error, you clicked on a site, and then you saw something you were not supposed to see. See, don't keep quiet. Take it to your parents, because your parents, they will help you. They will walk you through it. Be open to your parents. Boldly talk to your parents. Yesterday, I told you, sometimes your parents are super busy, because somebody was saying, what if your parents don't have time? And I said, if your parents are busy, look for the right time to talk to them, because your parents can be really super busy. They can really be super busy. Yes, they care about you, but the thing is, sometimes they can get overwhelmed. They can get overwhelmed by the day's activities. They are thinking of a lot of things. So what you want to do as a smart, intelligent, global leader, global queen and king that you are, you should be able to understand body language. See them. Your parents can be coming from work. They are super tired. They are stressed. You can see that they don't even have the strength to eat. They just fall on the bed, and you are going to meet them and you are asking them this one. No, you want to let them, okay, relax. Empathize with them. They've had a long day. You want to offer them water, make a meal for them. When you do that, then you go and meet them, and now you now share with them what you have in mind, and they will always listen to you. Rule number 5, avoid being alone with anyone. You see, this holiday, avoid being alone with anyone. Avoid being alone with anyone. Don't be alone with your especially if the person is not your immediate family member. They are not your immediate family members. Maybe your neighbors. You see that your neighbor is the only one inside the house. Don't be alone with them. Or maybe in the corner at the back of the house. Now, this is why I don't like children playing hide and seek. Because sometimes you see yourself being alone in the corner. So avoid being alone with anyone. If you have someone is calling you to come and do something for them, they are in the room alone. Don't go. Just answer them from outside. They say, oh, come here, come and give me this thing. I'm not comfortable entering the room alone. I attended a sex education class this holiday, and one of the rules says we should not be alone with anyone. And the person tells you, oh, it's just to give me this. You say, no, I'm not comfortable. That is one of the rules I've set for myself for this holiday. I'm not going to be in a space alone with anyone. You are there alone. I'm not going to be there. So don't be in a space alone with anyone. Of course, except your parents, or maybe people that your parents have told you, okay, you can trust because you have run them by your parents. So don't be alone with anyone. If your cousins come to visit during the holiday, and you are in the room together sleeping, your room door must be opened. Whether you are a girl, your cousin is a girl. You are a boy, your cousin is a boy. Boys, girls. Have your room door open. If possible, tell your parents you want to sleep in the living room. Bring out your mattress, put it in the living room where it can be open. Everybody will see. You know that if your parents look through their door, they are going to see people there. So if anybody looks, they are going to see people there. So you need to protect yourself. You need to be super safe. Protect yourself. Don't say no. No, protect yourself. So you can even bring the mattress, put it in the living room. In the following morning, take it back to your room. It doesn't mean your cousins are bad people. It doesn't mean that, they are going to do something to you. But you just want to be super safe. Because most times, people that actually sexually abuse younger children, they are not strangers. They are not people walking on the streets. They will just grab a person and start sexually abusing the person. No, they are people you trust, people within your space, people your parents trust, and they open the door for your parent, and your parents open the door to them. People your parents will spend their resources feeding, taking care of. Many times they are people. You know why? Because many people don't have self-discipline. Or maybe sometimes they feel you will not talk. You will not talk. Or sometimes they feel, you will even want them to do it to you. So they just have one or two reasons, one or two excuses. And before they even strike, they start making some moves to see how you respond. We talked about this yesterday. They start making some moves to see how you respond before they strike. So don't be alone with anybody in a space. Make sure you are in an open space. Like I said, if you have relatives coming to visit you and you must sleep in your room, that's where you are most comfortable, it's okay. But make sure your door is open. Don't ever close your door for any reason. If they close your door, tell them no. You're not comfortable with your door closed. You like your door open, Then if they say, oh, no, I like closing my door, you say, okay, we have a choice. I'll go to the living room to sleep. I'm going to take my mattress to the living room to sleep. I'm not going to sleep in the same room with you because I don't like, what is it called? I can't share this space that is closed. So don't be in a space alone with anyone, no matter who the person is. Number 6, don't visit your crush. Is there anyone you are crushing on? Whether you as much as admire the person, whether you as much as think, oh, this person is cool, don't visit them. No, don't visit them. Especially don't be alone with them. You are crushing on anyone, don't visit them. Don't be alone with them, whether during this holiday or after the holiday. You crush on someone, just leave it, because crush is something that will come and go. Give it a short while, it will go. The only reason that it will not go is if you keep acting on it. You keep acting on it, then you are prolonging it. So don't visit your crush. You are crushing on anyone, don't visit them. Don't tell them. Rule number 7, don't run errands for anyone without telling your parents. Don't run errands for anyone without telling your parents. Someone tells you, even if it's your neighbor, it's your cousin, they tell you, oh, go and help me get something. Before you go, tell your parents, hello mom, hello dad, I'm going to get something for Uncle Dele, I'm going to get aunt something for auntie something. Whether the person is, you are a girl, the person is a girl. You are a boy, the person is a boy. Don't run errands for anyone without telling your parents. Your parent need to be aware of what you are doing. If that person has a kind of evil intentions towards you, because you have told your parents, they'll be super careful. Because you have told your parents, they will not just go and they will be careful. Do you understand that? Remember, this was brought to you by the Visionary Parents Academy, and we have a mentorship class coming up for you, our preteens and teens, ages 8 to 12 and 13 to 17, starting August, Monday, August 2025. You want to register and be part of it. So what you want to do is to tell your parents to register you. Like I told you, if you register anytime from now, it is 10,000 naira. But by Wednesday or so, registration goes to 15,000 naira. So the difference is 50%. So please tell your parents to register you. It promises to be very empowering. You are going to learn a great deal. You are going to go back to school better, wiser, and more ready to crush your academic goals. I said, before you run errands for anybody, make sure you tell your parents about it. Someone wants you to run errands for them, tell your parents about it. You know, I've seen young children being sent on an inappropriate errand. They don't even realize that they are not supposed to be buying those things or going to get those things. So people that is it. So please, before you run errands for anybody, go and tell your parents, oh, this person wants me to go and buy something. This person wants me to go and buy X, Y, Z. Mention the thing they are going to buy. And if the things are not proper, then they are not appropriate, your parents are going to know that, because some of these things, they're actually ways of grooming. They want to know how you profiling, rather, ways of profiling. They want to know, does this child know this particular thing? Okay, this child doesn't know this thing. Okay, let's go. Is this child comfortable about the thing? They want to know how naive you are, how ignorant you are, what you have known so far. So you must tell your parents about anything. Running errands, tell your parents about it. That's number 7. We actually have 15 here. Let's run over them quickly before we go. Good evening, ma. Thank you so much. Abibola, you want to start from the beginning of this class, please. Make sure when we are done, you go back and start from the beginning. We are giving you about 15 rules, and we are in number 8 already. So you have missed 7 already. So let's go. Don't keep secrets no matter what. Rule number 8. This holiday, do not keep any form of secret at all. Don't keep secrets from your parents. You must go and tell your parents. Someone says something, you tell your parents about it. You are going to run an errand. You are coming back, and then someone says, Abimbola, fine girl, beautiful girl. When you get home, go and tell your parents. Someone says, Abimbola, you are getting big, oh. Abimbola is so grown. When you get home, oh mom, when I was coming today, I saw Auntie Becky, and she said I'm a big girl now, I'm so grown. I saw Uncle Joshua, he said I'm so grown, I'm a big girl now. Tell your parents. Make sure you tell your parents. Or someone tells you anything and like, are you not a big girl? Is there everything you tell your parents? That person wants you to keep a secret. Tell your parents about every single thing. Don't keep a secret. Don't keep a secret from your parents. Tell your parents. Because anyone that wants you to keep a secret, they may just be profiling you. Like I told you, they want to know. Now, I was telling you that, see, abusers, they are people who, many times, they are within you. People you trust, your parents trust. They have even groomed your parents so much that your parents trust them. Sometimes they see your parents, they bend their head to greet. They greet your parents. They are good boys and good girls doing things for your parents around the house. When your parents have completely trusted them, then there's not strife. So you must tell your parents that your parents need to look out for signs. The signs they are looking out for is your own conversation with them. Because now remember that their intention for grooming your parents is different from the intention of grooming you. The intention of grooming you should be, they want to sexually abuse you. But when it comes to your parents, Their intention is to make your parents trust them, so that your parents will not doubt them. Your parents will release you, make it easy for you to hang around them. That is their intention. So it's not the same thing they want to do to you, they will do to your parents. That is just the truth. They will come to your parents respectful, obedient, loyal, helpful, good girls, good boys. Remember, I'm saying that it's not only girls. So if you are a girl, have one-on-one conversation with your parents. Yes. If you are a girl, it's not only boys you are watching out for. Even girls, you watch out for girls. Because there are girls that sexually abuse girls too. If you are boys, it's not only girls you watch out for. Watch out for boys. It's not only older people you watch out for. Watch out for people your age. It's not only when you are walking on the street, you are at alert. People around you, people within your space, people your parents have opened their homes for, people your parents have even trusted. Watch out for them. It's not like everybody is bad. There are people you can trust. That was why I said you must have work with your parents. Your parents will let you know, okay, these people are safe in my safe circles. Your parents are smart. They know what to look out for too. So when they have been able to trust people, and it is why you must always tell your parents that if you don't tell your parents what people are telling you, they will not know who to trust or who not to trust. If as a girl you are growing, someone is telling you, let's say Abimbola, fine girl. Abimbola is having your bookstore is becoming big. Abimbola, you are so grown. Abimbola, and they are telling you, you don't go home to tell your parents, and your parents see these people these people, wow, my daughter is really enjoying this. Oh, thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much, ma. So if the person tells you that, and that this is the person that sees your parents on the road and tells your parents, oh, mommy, let me carry your bag for you. He will carry your mommy's bag. Oh, daddy, your car is dirty. Let me wash your daddy's car. He washes your daddy's car. Oh, daddy, don't worry, I can drive you to where you are going to. Your parents will see they are good people. They are very good. But when you now come back and tell your parents, mommy, daddy, I was going today and I saw Uncle Dele and he gave me ice cream, and it was not like, am I not a big girl? I can eat the ice cream now. I don't have to tell my parents. Or he was telling me, my book toss is big, I'm a big girl now. When he begins to tell you, when you tell your parents those things, your parents know that, this Uncle Dele is not to be trusted though. Maybe he's even grooming us to earn our trust, so that he can strike our daughter or he can strike our son. Do you understand? You must talk to your parents. Again, you must learn to talk to your parents. It is super important. If you don't talk to your parents, most times your parents will not understand. They will trust blindly. So if you want to keep yourself safe, share with your parents, talk to your parents. Don't keep secrets for anyone. Don't keep secrets for anyone. And set on rule number 9. Okay, Coach Odegwami, please, you give us another 5 minutes. Let me quickly wrap them up. Yes, the network didn't allow us to finish this particular part, and I'm so pained that network didn't allow me add this part to yesterday's zone. So let me finish it up. Like global leaders, I hope you are following. I hope you are taking notes. These are rules that will protect you this summer holiday, and make sure you key into the rules and they will protect you. And remember, we have a summer class coming from Monday. If you register now, you are paying 10,000 naira. And also remember, it is brought to you by the Visionary Parent Academy. So if you are a parent here with your child and you are not in the Visionary Parent Academy, I guarantee you that you are missing a great deal. You are missing a great deal. It's a very, very empowering community. And this whole of this month, it has been about sex education for us and our children. Why are we choosing sex education this month? We know the holiday is coming. If you paid attention to researches a lot, you will realize that research has it that during the holiday, sexual abuse is on the high. Is on the high during the holiday. You know why? Because children have freedom. They are bored. The structure, the structure going to school gives them is no longer there. A lot of children are in front of television from morning to night. They are consuming a lot of content that are not healthy for them to consume. So their curiosity level and the desire to experiment is on the increase. And then again, they are bored. They are not channeling their energy into productivity. And then again, they are seeing a lot of things. They are seeing a lot of things, So because of that, sexual abuse is on the increase. Cousins are around, older siblings are around. It's just on the increase. So that is why we always choose this period to teach to sex empower our children the more and ourselves, so that we can actually protect our children. We don't want our children to do the holiday and return broken. We want them to do the holiday and still return super safe. So I said, don't keep a secret. Number 9 is, when you are giving a gift, you must show it to your parents. This is not even, you don't even have to be a big girl. Like, oh, I'm a big girl now, I don't need to show my parents. No, anyone gives you a gift that your parents is not there, you must show that gift to your parents, because gifts are some of the ways they groom you. Someone tells you, oh, it's your favorite ice cream, you don't have to tell, I just take it. No, if you are not seeing your parents, you are not having the gift. If you are not showing the gift to your parents, you are not having it. That is your condition. Someone gives you a gift, you must show it to your parents. You must show it. Don't even tell the person, oh no, thank you. Tell the person, oh, thank you, collect it and go and show it to your parents. Because if you even say no, thank you, and you go away, the person start looking for, okay, other ways. They can begin to tell you, which one is no, thank you. Is it that your parents told you not to accept gift from me? Am I a stranger? I bet take jewelry. They can begin to blackmail you. They can begin to push you, you know. So what you want to do is, somebody gives you gift anytime, take the gift, oh, thank you, and take it straight to your parents. You don't even need to tell them you take it to your parents. Just take the gift and go. When you get home, oh, mommy, see what XYZ gave me. Your parents will come and tell them, thank you. When your parents tell them thank you, they will know that, this girl, she talks to her parents about everything, oh, so I need to be careful. This boy, that means if I do anything, she will talk to you, he will tell her parents, so I need to be careful. So show your gift you are giving to your parents. Then, which other one again? Okay, respect boundaries. Respect boundaries. When you don't barge into people's rooms, don't barge into rooms, even if it is your house. It is your house. You have your cousin coming around to spend the holiday. Don't barge in there. Whether you are your age, they are your age mates, they are younger than you, they are older than you. Don't barge into their rooms. Knock. Let them tell you enter before you enter. And the same thing, when you are also in your room, lock your door. You are bathing, lock your door. You are in your space, lock your door. Create boundary around yourself and protect your boundaries. Number 11 is dress modestly. Dress properly. I know you are at home, you say, I'm in the house, let me wear bum shorts. No, those are clothes you wear under your clothes. They are undergarments, they are underwear. A short is an underwear. Whether you're at home or you're outside, I beg, just learn the habit of covering properly. It doesn't take you anything to cover properly. It doesn't take anything away from you to cover properly. You don't have to open your body. After all, I'm at home. He's my brother. He's my cousin. No, cover properly. It doesn't take anything away from you to cover properly. Even if everybody around you, they say that is the fashion trend, it doesn't matter. It matters. Cover properly. Cover properly. Cover yourself. Cover properly. Even if your parents, tell it for the girls, your parents, they go and buy bum short for you. Tell them it's an undergarment. You are wearing it under your uniform. You are wearing it under your skirts to church. You don't wear it out of your room. You only wear it in your room when you lock your room door. When you are away from your room, wear something that is a bit long, that will almost reach your knees. At least that will cover you to almost your knee level, or at least half of your knees. Don't wear something that is like pants, it's so short around your waist, it's so short like that. You say, after I'm at home. Please.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, I'm not done, ma, please.
Let me take it off from here before.
No, excuse me, ma, just wait, please.
I am Coach Odegbami from the Visionary Parents.
Excuse me, ma.
Coach,
excuse me, ma.
Trying to fill up your space while you were out. You can continue, ma.
Oh, I didn't know I was out, so sorry, I didn't know I was out. So sorry, I was still here talking. Can you imagine? So I was talking about dressing, covering up modestly. Please just cover up. I know that you feel, oh, you're at home, even if you're at home, because the truth about you covering up is that there are times you're at home, it's not only bum short. Let me wear something short. and then your parents are out, they are coming from work, you want to go and open the gate for them, and you don't have time to quickly wear your skirt, you start running like that. I know you start running like that. I know you are not responsible for what people do. You are not responsible for what they choose to do. No matter how you dress, is not an issue. But the truth of the matter is, dress properly. It will save you a great deal. It is better they call you old-fashioned. It's better they call you Mary Amaka, that they have a reason. They have an extra reason to say, to come and start picking on you. So please cover up. If your parents buy bum shorts for you for the girls, okay, thank you. Bum short is an undergarment. Wear it under your uniform when you are going to school, or wear it under your dresses. Wear skirts or shorts that are at least a bit close to your knees. They don't have to be close, be on your knees, but they are a bit close to your knees. They are halfway down your thighs. So don't wear those very short ones. I beg you, protect yourself. Again, I'm not saying that you are the one. Okay, someone said, Auntie Omolabake, you were the one that was out, not Auntie Enimie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, ma. So you were the one that was thrown out and not me. So I'm not saying that the way you dress, right, is a good reason for someone to pick on you or they want to sexually prey on you. I'm not saying it's a good reason. It is not a good reason at all. Get it clear. But you see, dressing properly will help you at least protect yourself to an extent. People will know that, okay, this girl is, because the way you dress, when we get to the older class, we'll talk more about it. So speak clearly and confidently. Now, this is something you need to understand. Speak, I talked about it yesterday. Speak clearly and confidently. When you are being profiled, when someone around is profiling you, what does it mean to profile a child? It simply means that they want to see, you know, when you want to submit if you ask your parents, when you are looking for a job and you want to submit your CV, that is your CV, what usually happens is you are expected to create your CV to your profile. Okay, let me explain the way that you understand better. If you go to somebody's social media, you have profile there. So when somebody checks your profile, they are already going to know what you do. Maybe you will say, oh, my name is okay, my name is Enemy or Rebel. I teach parents. I'm a parenting educator. I'm the lead coach at the Visionary Parent Academy. I also coach and mentor teenagers and preteens. You see that someone said, I have a question. Okay, please, I'll take your question shortly. I also coach and mentor preteens and teenagers. Someone will easily understand me or what I already do already. The same thing happens when people are profiling you. They want to know, because one of their greatest strengths is if they abuse a child and the child doesn't tell. If they abuse a child, the child doesn't tell. It's one of their greatest strengths. So before they even go and abuse a child, they want to make sure that this child is a child that will not tell. And how do they know? They see you. If you're a child that keeps secrets, they say, oh, take this gift, don't tell your parents. You don't tell your parents, it means you can keep a secret. You are not going to tell. If it's someone that is not bold, that you can't talk boldly, they know, okay, this one, she's not very bold, so I can threaten her. Keep quiet. If you tell, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do this, they will know that you will not tell. And for that reason, what are they going to do? They have the strength to dare. So it is why as a teenager growing up, as a preteen, you must be very bold. You must be very, very bold. Speak confidently. When you want to give a no, your no is a no. When it has to be a yes, your yes is a yes. You are not lukewarm. You are not here, you are not there. Make eye contact. You are talking to someone. I know some of you have heard that making eye contact is rude. It is not rude. If your grandma ever told you making eye contact is rude, tell your grandma that Auntie Enimie said making eye contact is not rude. It shows that you are confident. So when someone is talking to you, make eye contact, look at them in the eyes and speak up. Don't be mumbling your words, chew your words. No, speak up. Say what you have in mind. So this holiday, say what you have in mind. Speak up. Give a firm no when it has to be a firm no, and a yes when it has to be a yes. You know, maybe somebody is entering to your room. Don't say, I don't like it when you enter my room. No. Firmly say, don't enter my room. Knock before you enter my room. Can you please excuse me? I need some privacy. Excuse me, this is my private moment. You know, this is my private moment. So boldly say it. I've talked about that. And trust your instincts. This is number 14. Trust your instincts. Always trust your instincts. We always have this kind of feelings that maybe something is not so right. It is better to be overprotective than not to be overprotective than not to be protective. Over self-protective than not to be self-protective. So trust your instinct. If you are in a place and you just have this kind of feeling that things are not so, you are not comfortable, it simply means your instinct is telling you, you know, you may not be comfortable, that something may not be as good as it is supposed to be. So what do you want to do? You are going to just take action. And lastly, pray for wisdom, for discernment all the time. Every day, pray that God helps you to make decisions. God gives you the wisdom to make right decisions. God gives you the wisdom to see through lies of people around you. God gives you the wisdom to avoid hidden traps. Okay, someone had asked a question. Let me quickly take the question now. Abimbola said, what is happening? Okay, someone asked, what is rule number 11? Let me go back to rule number 11. Rule number 11 means dress confidently and modestly. Dress confidently and modestly. Always dress confidently and modestly. Be mindful of what you wear. I'm not saying what you wear is responsible for because of what you are dressed. Someone has a right to come and sexually abuse you. I'm saying no. I always like, when I'm talking about dressing, I always like to give this example. If you remember the time of NSAS, you can ask your parents, they'll give you a bit of history of NSAS. NSAS was an activity that happened, I think last year or 2 years ago, where SARS were arresting people indiscriminately and sending them to jail, extorting money from them. And the Nigerian youth decided to say, no, it's enough. We are going to protest for SARS to be ended. You know, and they protested. You know, guess what? During that NSAS, why NSAS was, even when SARS was arresting people, they were not just arresting everybody. They were looking out for particular people. They will see boys that had their trousers sagging, they have earrings on, they have their hair locked and they're colored. They will just assume that those are bad guys because they were arresting fraudsters, Yahoo boys. They will just assume that they are Yahoo boys because of their piercing of their ears, because of their locked hair, their tinted hair, their sagging, the kind of clothes they wear, and all of that. It doesn't mean, and it ended up that a lot of those people, they were not Yahoo boys. They were not criminals, but because of the way they were dressed, because of the way they were dressed, so they already, and you know, because of the kind of environment you are, someone will say, oh, if you go abroad, they always dress, they wear bomb shorts all over the place. Some of them will wear pants, even wear bikini on the street when the day is hot, that nothing happens to them. Nothing happens. So why should I care? Because of the place you are, the kind of mindset. So you need to be culturally smart. You need to be location smart, culturally smart, because of the mindset you have. If you see a girl that is dressing up in wearing bomb shorts, they will just conclude that this girl, she's already spoiled. She's looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, which it doesn't mean so. So when you now get to those kind of places, you dress like them. But as long as you're in Nigeria, keep yourself together because of the mindset. How many people can you go and start working on their mindset? How many people can you go and start confronting? Because of their mindset, you dress properly. Okay, just one last one. Someone said, Abimbola said, Ma, you said if we are giving something, you should show our parents. But what if you're in the hostel? Fantastic, good question. When you're in the hostel, your parents actually have guardian. They help you, they get a guardian for you, right? Is it guardian they call them? Someone who is in charge, someone you are going to always, someone who's supposed to be your parents in that hostel. So that person is always older than you. That person is a teacher or maybe someone that works in the hostel. That person has been there for a long time. And that person actually knows the system. That person knows the tricks, the charms, and the traps they said. So if that is the person you are going to talk to, So because that person you understand the students. So if maybe somebody just comes in from home and they give you something, you go and tell that person, auntie, I just got a gift from XYZ, I got a gift from XYZ. I just want to, I'm not very comfortable at home. I always tell my mom about the gifts I receive, but now I just received this gift. So what do you think? They should be able to guide you. That's why your parents just don't hand you over to random people. They hand you over to people you can trust. And if you realize that person cannot even be trusted, you go and tell your parents so that they hand you over to someone that can be trusted. And then your parents call. I know they call every weekend. So you have a journal. If you're in a hostel, you must have a journal. You must have a journal. Every day you journal what you experience, your activity, anything. So that when your parents call, you have something to talk to them about. You are away from your parents and they want to be part of your life. So you must have a journal so that when your parents come, you have something to talk to them about, something that has happened. So if somebody gives you something, you tell, oh, mommy, on Saturday, her mom, my roommate's mom came and they brought a lot of provisions for her. So she just gave me a sachet of milk. She gave me a tin of milk. Your mom will know that particular person, knows the pattern of that particular person. Your dad will know that person, will know the pattern of that particular person. So if the gift is becoming, they will say, if a handshake goes beyond the airborne? I don't know how to start to say it. So if your parents now at some point they will now realize, okay, this person is keep giving my daughter a gift or something, they will now be, your parents also have instinct when it comes to you. They will understand their instinct and begin to say, okay, are these gifts, are they too much? Are they okay? Are they proper? And all of that. So you can talk to your guardian, or you also talk to your parents when they call. Don't wait for the holiday to be over when your parents come during the midterm or visiting day. Anytime they call on the phone, talk to them every single time. You can even go and meet your guardian. Please, I'd like to talk to my mom this weekend because you have a lot of things to talk about. I'd like to talk to my dad this weekend. You have a lot of things to talk about. Okay, so someone said 13. Yeah, 13 is trust your instinct. Thank you so much for putting it there. Rule 12 and 14. Okay, rule 12 is speak boldly, speak boldly, speak boldly. Remember I said if you are being profiled, the profiler or the pedophile, or he's not even a pedophile, it can even be your age mate. Your age mates, they want to be sure. They want to, if you are confident, they know that this girl is confident, oh, this girl is confident, oh, this boy is bold, this boy knows what he wants. It is why you just don't do things randomly. They will not come and just talk to you anyhow. So you need to always be bold. He said 14, and 14 is, what's 14? 14 is trust. Is 14 not trust your instincts? Okay, I didn't think I missed 14. 14 is use the power of your voice. Use the power of something feels wrong. Be bold enough. Don't miss don't. And no miss no. Be bold. You know something is wrong. Someone is breaking your boundary. Boldly use your voice. Don't say yes, they talked about it. Maybe someone is doing something. You want to say no, but your no is weak. You are giggling. You are saying, leave me now. As in, don't do that. I don't like that. Like a jelly. Like a jelly. You know jelly. No. Boldly. You want to give a no? It is a no. A big, fat, firm no. You want to give a yes? It's a yes. So that I was telling my teenagers in church, in case you are not sure, someone wants you to do something for them, it's neither wrong nor. Maybe someone says, okay, Abimbola, please can you go somewhere with me? And you say, you don't know if you should go or not. You ask for details. What is it about? So if you are still not clear, you want to go over and you want to go back and think about it, or you want to ask your parents, you let them know that, okay, I don't want to promise you anything, but when I get, let me think about it. Just give me some time to think about it. Tell them, I will not go with you automatically. I need to think about it. I'm not promising you yes, I will think about it. So be bold. Your no is your no, and your yes is your yes. Any other questions so that Coach Odegbame can take over? A guidance. Oh, thank you, a guidance, yes. But I don't. But you don't what? You don't have? Do you have a housemaster? You have a housemaster. Ori Anire, thank you so much. You can go back. All right, please go back to the beginning of this video. Go back to the beginning of this video. We are just ending the ages 8 to 12 class now. I'm about ending it now. So if you are just joining, you need to go back to the beginning of this video. And maybe when the video drops eventually, go back to the beginning. You are going to watch it. Okay, Coach Odegbami, any other question, please? So if you are 8 to 12 now, you can excuse us. Thank you so much, Coach Odegbami. She's going to take the older class. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you, Lead. I am Coach Odegbami from the Visionary Parenting Academy. I am super excited to be here this evening to take you on this section. And my age is 13 to 17 here already. Please put a comment. Put a comment in the comment section. I hope we're all here. So welcome to the 2025 free sex education class. And like Lead have said, why did we decide at this time that we should have this sex education class? Is because it's a long holiday, and from research we have discovered that a lot of abuse that happen to children happen during the long holiday, which is why it was pressing in our hearts at the Visionary Parenting Academy to have this section to empower our children so that we don't continue the narrative. And you will agree with me, I sat down and was thinking, why is it that over the years, during holiday, we keep having this cycle repeat itself over and over again? And considering the fact that we have had a lot of discussion on sex education, yet children still get abused by pedophiles and abusers. Why? Why has it been like that? So we realize that it is because the tactics and the tricks that are used by manipulators, abusers, pedophiles have not been addressed properly, which is why we decided that let us put this section together to help both parents and children, so every person can identify the red flags and you can take action immediately. And what is the taking action immediately that you need to do? You must speak out. You must speak out. A lot of children that have been abused in the past, we realize that they never told their parents about it, and the parents got to know years later. And we are trying to ensure that we don't want all of that to happen. And that is why the Visionary Parenting Academy have put this together to bring topics away from the usual. Don't let a boy touch your breast. Don't let a boy touch, because it's beyond that. We have the grooming, we have the profiling. So I believe that I have all my 13 to 17-year-old, my teenagers. I hope they are here. Like I said earlier, if you are here, please drop a comment in the comment section. So now I'm going to start my conversation from the very beginning. So in the very beginning, there is an order. God created an order in which we are supposed to interact and engage with one another. And this order is meant to be followed strictly. If you look at the instruction from the very beginning, Bible tells us that for this reason shall a man, note the word a man. So if you are less than 18, that means that you are not even, you are still a teenager. You are not a man, neither are you a young adult yet. So meaning that you should not be involved in sexual engagement, neither should you allow anyone to experiment on your body. What are those things that you need to know? You need to understand that we are created for a purpose. We told our 4 to 12-year-old yesterday that we are created for a purpose. If you look at yourself very well, if you have a mirror, after this class, I need you to stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself very well. We are created for a purpose. It wasn't by accident. I remember that there is a sperm theory. I know that some of us, you are probably done reproduction in biology, and in the sperm theory, you will understand that a lot of raising occurred, and for some reason, you are a human being now, was happened to be the champion. You were given a trophy, you became the winner, and you fertilized the egg, meaning that of all the race, your purposefulness, your uniqueness of your creation started from the womb. So you could have just withered away like those other sperms that couldn't fertilize the egg. But you were fertilized because you are created for a purpose. Now, a creation that God has made is not by accident. You are created to fulfill your God-given potential. Now, remember, there are so many things that is going to disrupt this from that is going to disrupt you from achieving that God-given purpose. And that is why we are here to do a reminder, to open your eyes. Maybe for some reason, maybe your friends or people have teased you in the past. Look at your big head, look at this, all those people, probably they have been body shaming you, and as a result, this has made you to feel there's something wrong about you. My dear, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are a special creation. You can see, if you are going for thumb printing, we are told, according to science, that no two persons on planet Earth have the same thumbprint. That shows that God didn't make a mistake. We are created for a purpose. Just imagine your thumbprint alone. No other person on earth shares that thumbprint with you. It's uniquely yours, which is why you must carry yourself with a lot of pride, because you are created for a purpose. And I also want you to understand something. Your body, because you are a living being, they are not plaything. Nobody has the right to come and play with any part of your body, whether your friends, your age mate, or somebody that is older. Remember, we are discussing the sex education class. Things you need to watch out for during this holiday, so that we don't have a repetition of past record of a lot of children getting abused during the holiday. Now we are moving on, that every other part of this your body is created for a purpose, and that purpose, especially when it comes to sexual engagement, you are supposed to do that when you have become a man or a woman that God has created you to be. Until you become the man and the woman God has created you to be. There is also another point that I want us to look at, to consider. I hope you have your pen and your paper here. The first thing I talk about is that you are created for a purpose, and your purpose started from the womb. And I move on to that. Every part of your body has a unique purpose, and they are not a placing. I always like to use this example. I always say that if you have a toy, everything that you can play with, what you can play with are non-living things, which is why it's okay for you to play with them. But any other thing that is living, like your breast, your private part, your penis, or every area of your body, or even your friends eating your buttocks, maybe out of joke or playing, they are not plaything, because you are a living being. So I need you to put that in mind, and always bear that. Do not allow any other person do what is not. And if there's anyone or any other person that has ever done that to you, you need to let your parents know about it. Number 3, your purpose is under attack. There is a purpose. I mentioned that God has created us for. And when I say your purpose is under attack, I'm not talking about violence. So you are not going to sit back and wait and see maybe somebody literally coming to punch your purpose or to punch you in the face. There are so many factors that are responsible, that are waiting just to ensure that you don't fulfill that God-given purpose. And some of these are distraction. And one of the biggest distractions that is there to ruin the purpose of young people is the screen, your phone, the TV, your laptop, gadgets, everything that is visual. So whenever you are online, because sometimes you need your mobile device to do your assignment, and a lot of parents have even been encouraged that this mobile device should not be given to children without having them understand the purpose to which you are using it. Now when you have your mobile device, you know that why am I having this mobile device? It's for me to do research on certain things that will help my academic work. So do not let yourself get distracted by other things that will not serve that purpose. And some of it are not going to be beneficial to you in any way. So you have to be conscious of the fact that you understand why you have the mobile device is for you to help yourself in your self-development. And if there are any other thing, look, I have a story to share with you. There was a young guy that was in school, and his friends wanted him to look at something that was not in line with their parents, what his parents has told as had a value. So they have a family value, and they had porn. Do you know that he's a young guy like you? He was a teenager then. Now he's a young adult, and they brought the picture to him. He closed his eyes. You know why he did that? He was bent. Do you know that even his friends were using so much force? They were dragging his hand. They wanted him to see what they were watching. But because he understood his purpose, he knew that if he should do that, it's going to mess up his psyche. He covered his eye, and after that, guess what the friends did to him? They started mocking him, but he didn't allow that to break him. So I want to encourage you, peradventure, for whatever reason, you can bump in, you can see your friend, they might want to force you to see some particular picture, maybe porn or a nude picture, and it's not in line with what is a vision for you. Then no matter how hard they try, you must be the one to break them. Never allow anybody to break you, because you are uniquely created. When you get ready, when you get dressed to go to school, when you leave your house, you are living as an individual. So you must always carry that your individuality to everything that you're doing. Any other thing that will not go in line with the God-given purpose for your life, you must make sure at all costs prevent it and not allow it to penetrate into you. And it was being mocked. I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy when you have your friends mocking you over something, or if you are the only odd one out. But do you know that it means that you are so unique. If every other person is doing something that is wrong, and you have realized that what they are doing is wrong, and you are standing your ground, that shows that you understand your purpose, and it's a big deal and a big win for you. Never allow anybody, any friend, no matter what they say, no matter what they are using to mock you, as long as you understand that you are created for a purpose, you are going to stand your ground. And believe me, before long, when they realize that this is a determined person, because all they always want to do, just like the case of somebody that is a bully. A bully is someone that has a defect, is lacking something. So what do? They hide under the disguise of being a bully, and they come to attack you. But if you stand your ground against a bully, you will realize that they will never come back and bully you again. They will run away. So the first thing that I spoke about is that your purpose is under constant attack. I said distraction, and the distraction that I mentioned here is the screen, number one. Another kind of distraction that is after your purpose are the friends that I mentioned. So in life, you will get to meet different people. And like I always encourage young people, you choose your friends. Don't ever allow your friends to choose you. And how will this help you in the long run? You will identify friends that share the same vision and purpose with you. Then you make those ones to be your friend. And who are these kind of friends? Friends that listen attentively in class, friends that are obedient, friends that are willing to do everything that is right. These are the kind of people that you should make your friends. You know, at this stage, you will have, you'll be exposed to so many things and so many people. Never ever let your friends be the one to choose you. You choose the people that you want to be your friend. Another distraction that can come your way is that doubt. And even in choosing your friends, I have an example of a case of a young person that had a friend that wanted to link her up to what she was not interested in doing. So you will identify people, the kind of friends they have by the conversation that they have, by the engagement that they are involved with. And another thing that will help you as a young person, that will prevent you from being linked into something that you are not ready for, is that you must have contentment. You must be contented. If you are not contented with whatever it is that your parents are providing for you, a lot of young people have gotten into being abused, even the extreme case of rape, as a result of the fact that they weren't contented with whatever it is that their parents were providing for them. I know of a case of a young person that, because she wanted data on her phone at all costs, and the parents have said, you don't, at a certain time when you're about to do your assignment, we will put on the Wi-Fi of the house for you to do that. And I think they had something to do in school and they had to take their, then she linked up with her friend that was like, if it is data, are you still waiting for your parents to buy data for you? I get my data for myself. And that was how she got linked up, and she found herself in a situation she was not supposed to be in. Another thing is that you must never doubt yourself. When coach was speaking, our lead coach was speaking earlier, she spoke about believing in your instincts. You need to always believe in your instincts. Never doubt yourself. Remember, we are discussing on the topic, your purpose is always constant, is always under constant attack. And one of these attacks is that when you doubt yourself, you feel you are not enough, you feel you are incomplete, you always feel maybe you are not as beautiful as your friend, you always feel maybe you are not as as smart as yourself. And as a result of this, you are always in need. You always want someone to assure you, to tell you. We have spoken about grooming and profiling today. Then somebody that is profiling you, a profiler is most of the time is an insider. They have close access to you. So somebody that is profiling you is watching you. So when they observe that you have this lack, then they are going to build on it, to use it as a means. So at all times, they are always for you. Once they observe that, they are profiled that, oh, you have a weakness, you second guess yourself, you don't believe in yourself, you doubt, your confidence level is very low, then it's a tool for an abuser, it's a tool for a profiler to use against you. So I just want to encourage you this like that. No matter what it is, no matter where you find yourself, everything, we are a work of art. And in art, they say there is nothing that you create or you form that is a mistake. Everything always turns out beautiful in art. That is humanly speaking. Now imagine the amount of effort God has put into your creation. Can God ever make a mistake? You could have been created in another version, in another way. But God has chosen to make you a complete being. You are sane, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are wise in every level, in every way you want to judge yourself. So never ever doubt yourself. When you doubt yourself, you give room to abusers and profilers to see something to build on, to use as a tool to get you into an act or an environment where you are not supposed to be. Another point I would like to raise under your purpose is always under attack is delay. Whatever it is that you want to do now, get at it and make sure that you do it. Don't delay. If there's anything that you observe or that you see Never delay in letting an adult know about it. I also want to give us another avenue that can help us to develop, to be conscious, to help us, is that as a young person, you must be sold out to self-development. You must self-develop your time. You must spend time with things that are interesting to you, that will help in your future journey. So, like Lead mentioned, a lot of time, Bible, even we are told that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. When your mind is idle, when there's nothing occupying you, I like the scenario and the example that she created. She said, when you are empty, anything comes into you. Anything and anything can come into you. But when you are full, and how can you be full? You can only be full by making sure that at every point in time, you are sourcing for information that will help you. You are not lacking. When you are hiding, your mind races. Then you are thinking, what is the next thing I want to do? Would I go and watch some things? Let me see what my friends are doing. You are now distracted. You are going out of course. And this is not going to help you in any way. And we are happy that we are even part of this free sex education class. It will let you be aware that you need to constantly fill up yourself. Fill up yourself what? With what? With the right information. Whatever it is that you are filling up yourself with is what will come back to you later. If you fill yourself up with negativity, you will discover that you will be toying towards that direction. But when you fill up yourself with positivity, you will see the growth and the development in you, and you'll be aware and conscious of yourself at all time. And also, we also have another thing that happened to you is that
Sorry, but we have a question.
a lot of
We have a
times,
question.
a lot of young
We
people,
have a
especially
question.
teenagers, because I
We
have
have a
teenage children.
question. I've unmuted myself. We have a question. Someone says, Ma, please, what do you mean that we allow our friends to choose us? What do you mean by not allow our friends to choose us?
Okay, so what I meant by allow you choose your friend is that, so you are in class now, you observe someone that is not behaving right, because we are teenagers, right? And I believe that you know when someone is doing something that is wrong or right. You have someone that is class. Would you be friends with somebody that is always disrupting the class? Would you want to be friends with someone that is always engaging in, maybe you have seen it, comes to school with phones, is always distracted, engaged in, likes to break the rules and regulation of the school, or what that child is doing does not apply to the instructions that you have been given by your parents from home. So what I'm saying is that those kind of people also want people that they want to carry along in the way, in what they are doing, and they want to move close to you. So such a people, you are not compelled to be friends with them. A lot of people have gotten into abuse, or they have been led into HK by friends because they couldn't say a firm no. I remember coach was saying in the junior class earlier today that don't say whatever you are saying, be assertive, speak out clearly, be audible. The cartoon, what's that girl with the long hair, Rapunzel, that the stepmother-in-law always tell her, don't mumble under your breath. Be brave enough, be bold enough to speak out, And do you know the day she got her liberation? The day she stopped mumbling under her breath, and she was able to say no to all of the wrongdoing the wicked stepmother has been doing to her. So also, in that way, when people that are doing the wrong thing, they always seem to be the coolest kid in block. Everybody wants to associate with them because they believe that they are the ones that are ruling the affairs of the school. You are not there to be friends with people that are disobedient, because when it's time for them to be chosen for something that is responsible or good, you will never find either the school recommending them or the class teacher recommended them. So why would you be friends with such people? So that's what I mean by, so you look at the well-behaved kids in class, kids that can help you. Maybe you are struggling in mathematics and you have a friend that is very good in mathematics and also well-behaved. Then you should identify with such a person. So you are the one that will say, oh, I would like to be your friend, and you get to start to do the right thing from there. Don't ever get engaged with friends that will get you involved in what you are not ready for. Another point that I want us to understand is that in our teenage year, puberty, we are growing. As we are growing, there are different parts of our bodies that are growing. And as we are growing in our body and our stature, so also is our emotion growing. Now, there are some certain feelings that will come along the way. I want to share a story of when I have a son that is a young adult now, when he was in secondary school. And the school will always tell me that, Mr. Degbami, your son likes to talk to girls in the school, and that they feel is awkward, is they don't, she's not comfortable. The school owner says she's not comfortable with it. And this was my response to them, and I'm also going to tell you. So I explained, I said, my son is in his teenage year. So also you are in your teenage year. You are growing. Have you noticed some development in you? Maybe for the girls, your breasts have started developing. Probably your menstruation have started. For the boys, your voice might have gone deeper. Probably for some, you might have had wet dreams. You are not novice to all of these things, you are aware. So as this thing, as these emotions, this part of your body is also developing, so also is your emotion. Now, you are going to be drawn, you are going to have crush towards the opposite sex. And I told her, if my son is doing that, our role as parents, as people that God has put in place over them, is to guide them. So you understand that you have this feeling, but this feeling is not powerful than you. You are not powerless under this feeling. You have to be able to control yourself. God has given us that emotion, has also given us the ability to subdue and to control the emotion. So because you are not ready for in having sexual engagement, why? Because you are not matured enough, you have not yet fully developed. Getting involved in sexual interaction requires a matured mind, required growth, required development, required understanding. It takes a lot. It's a lot of commitment. So you need to be prepared for this. And in getting prepared for it, you are on the journey. Like a coach in the academy also gave us an example. How many of us have engaged in fasting before? Have we fasted before? When we are fasting and you see food, maybe you see food, you see burger, you see shawarma, you see a lot of delicacy. Would you break your fast? Would you jump at it and start eating? We are restrained. We discipline ourselves. Discipline is another point that we are going to talk about today that's going to help us. It helps to build our muscle. It helps to build our confidence level. It helps to build our boldness against whatever challenge that is coming. So when you are going to wait till your fast is to be broken. Maybe you decide that you're going to break your fast at 12. You are going to discipline yourself till 12. Maybe you have made up your mind that you are going to break your fast at 3 o'clock. You are going to discipline yourself to break your fast at 3 o'clock. Maybe you are strong enough to say, I'm going to break my fast at 6 o'clock. You are going to withhold yourself the same way, the same ability God has given you to hold yourself till the time that is honorable for you. Remember that if you engage in all of these things, or you allow yourself to be put into a position that you don't want to be, you have not prepared, you have not held on to the parts of you getting honor for the race you are running, for your purpose. So you are going to delay all of those feelings, all of those desires, till the time that you are fully developed and matured. Now, I'm sure you might be wondering, what has all of this got to do with sex education? These are underlying principles that we need to equip ourselves with. Because if the sexual education that has been discussed in the past about don't allow anybody to touch your breast has not stopped these abusers from continuing in their heart, then you need other measures. We need other guidelines to help us to move through this journey in life, to ensure that you finish, you achieve your God-given purpose, and at the end, you get a medal and a trophy, because you are not going to lose yourself. You are not going to allow any person, either a relative, a cousin, somebody that is younger, or you are going on holiday, you are not going to allow anybody to break you. You are going to be well established, because you know that at the end of this journey, there is a trophy, there is an honor waiting for you. So you are going to ensure that you do everything possible to preserve that. And I also want to say that it is very important, whenever anything happens, anybody compliments us in a way that we feel that it is not okay. You know, we mentioned that one of the ways that these abusers and pedophiles use is that they like to give compliment. They look, they understudy what are your weaknesses, and they build on it. Is that you must be open to tell your parents anything, whatever it is that you have encountered outside and you are not comfortable with. You must be able to tell your parents about it. There is a story of Tama.
There's a question, please. And the
Okay.
question is, ma'am, if everybody is choosing friends, who will now be our friends? If everybody is choosing friends, who will now be our friends? Oh, are you there?
Yes, I can hear the question. If everybody is choosing friend, who will now be our friend? So remember, okay, you are choosing your friend. You are still friend to the person. So if we have somebody that now understand that why nobody wants to identify with me, maybe as a result of the wrong things that they are doing or the wrong character that they have, don't you think that by choosing the right friends and leaving those ones that they are not doing the right thing, it will send a message to them? That is why you must understand why you are the one that will choose your friend, because they will definitely come to you. It is your duty to let them know that I have decided not to make you a friend of mine because of you distract in class, you don't pay attention in class, you don't, all of the don'ts that are not appropriate with things that are needed for a young person to grow in life. You are going to point it out to them, but you need to be self-aware. You need to know who you are for you to be able to confidently tell someone that is doing the wrong thing, like a distractor in class. Let me pick that as an example. Like a distractor in class, you must be able to tell them, I don't want you to be my friend. You are bold enough, you are not under duress. I don't want you to do my friend because you always distract in class. And if I am your friend, I will start doing the same thing. We are going to increase in number, the number of distractors that we have in class. And in the end, we are not going to be able to achieve our purpose of being in school. Remember, there is a purpose. You get dressed in your house, you wake up early in the morning, you prepare yourself, you go to school. Is it to go and distract in class? No. It's because you have a purpose. And if you have people that are like that, then you will tell them. Then you become somebody that, a change agent. You are a change agent. You become a change agent, and you can even help them. Probably they don't have anybody that is helping them at all. You might be this change agent that might help them to change their life. After all, we have a lot of young people that are making global impact, and you are a global champion. You are a global champion. Remember the story of Malala, a 12-year-old girl stood against the government of our country, not our classmates now, stood against the government of our country to say, no, I am a girl child does not mean I cannot get educated. So also, you have a voice. That is part of the creation God has given you. Remember at the beginning, we said that You are created for a purpose. Every part of your body is for a purpose. So also is your voice. So you must use it when you see something that is wrong, and you must tell them. You must say, imagine that is just your classmate. Now imagine a 12-year-old girl. If you have not heard of Malala, go and read about that story. A whole 12-year-old girl stood against the tradition, the culture of a whole country, and that was how she was able to change the narrative for young girls in her country. I hope that answers I hope that answers the question. So why, remember, I don't know if we know the story of Tamar. Tamar is a young girl in the Bible, kept something from her parents, kept something from her mom. Can somebody, an uncle is inviting you, please, can you come over and get something for me, or make a meal for me, or get me snacks, and is inviting you, and you are just going, you are not telling your parents. That is the exact thing that happened to the girl in the Bible. And guess what happened? Because the brother didn't have a good advisor. Remember, I was saying that you must be the one to choose your friend. He had a friend that was a bad advisor, and the friend advised him that you are going to get your sister to come and cook a meal for you, and as a result, she got abused. Imagine if Tamar has told her mom that, Mom, I'm going, my brother or my stepbrother invited me to come over. So this now, the stepbrother was able to do that. Why? Because he has observed that Tamar is a girl that likes to keep secrets. It's a girl that will never tell her parents, that will never be open to her parents. So he has profiled her. Remember, I also said profilers are mostly insiders. Profilers are people that have close access to you. They are in close link. They probably know your parents. It can be a neighbor, uncle, teachers. When I say teachers, I don't mean only our school teachers. Even church, Sunday school teachers, teachers in the church. They have close link, and if they have observed that you are such a child that likes to keep secret, then they are going to build on it and they will act on it. So we are advising today that never keep anything from your parents. Imagine if Tamar has told the mom, maybe she might have went in, and the kind of shame she brought to the household would probably not have been, would not have happened to her. And if I think the brother, the stepbrother now, because it happened in David's household. If the stepbrother also had a good advisor, probably if he had also chosen his friend, sometimes some feelings can come up in us, and the kind of friends we associate with will help us to disabuse our mind against engaging in such a thing, which is why it is important that you look for people that they have good characters like you to be your friend. So you must always be open to your parents. Why? Because God has put your parents in position of authority. Now, just as God is to us, God has done everything for us. God has done everything for us so that we can always tell him everything. Now, if you look at the story of Adam and Eve, they also were secretive, even though they were not children. But they didn't tell something to their father. And as a result, they went ahead and they ate the forbidden fruit. So, whenever you are giving anything, whenever anybody tells you anything, and you feel what they are saying is not your instincts, these instincts, we can almost not place it, but it's always there. It's always prompting us to tell us when something is wrong, when something. So, have you ever been in that situation? You can put in the comment section, let's know. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel off? You feel there's something wrong. You are not feeling comfortable in an environment. Whenever you have that feeling, please find a way to excuse yourself from that environment, and immediately you get home, let your parents know about it. And don't ever journey, don't think you can do this journey alone. Don't think you can do this journey alone. God has put the parent there because they are older, they are wiser, they are smarter, and they can read deeper. There's an adage from where I come from in Yoruba that what an adult can see sitting down, a child cannot see it even if the child should climb the iroko tree. So if there's anything that has happened in your conversation, maybe somebody even passed a careless joke at you, get home and be comfortable to talk to your parents about anything. It's going to save you a lot. And never go anywhere without letting your parents know about it. Then you have to discipline yourself. You discipline yourself so that you're able to achieve your purpose. When you are disciplined, it helps you. It builds your willpower. It builds your ability to refrain yourself. You are able to say no to things that will not help you in life. Another thing that I also want you to understand is that whenever anybody share anything that is inappropriate with you, please tell your parents. Grooming is also something that there are tricks and traps used to confuse children by abusers. Learn their ways and spot the dangers early. How can you spot tricks and traps of abuser? They actually spend excessive time with a lot of young people. You will see an adult that always like to be in the midst of young children. You have to be wary of them. You have to be very, very, very careful. And most of the time, you find them in the midst of young children. When they are there, they like to treat some teenagers. They treat them in a special way. What are the special way? They give them gifts, they buy them things. Sometimes they will even tell you, this thing that I'm giving you, you don't need to, they are going to be so subtle about it. They will say it in such a way that is harmless. It's just this small thing. You don't need to, in a joking manner, be aware of this taxi, this holiday, and beyond. They will just say it in a joking manner. It's just something small. You don't need to tell your parents about it. Once you just hear, you don't need to tell. Let it ring a bell in your head immediately. It's a red flag. Let it ring a bell in your head immediately. The more reason you must tell your parents. In fact, come to think about it. How do you begin to trust somebody that you barely know over your parents that have nurtured you from the womb? Will your parents ever plan anything that is bad for you, or will they wish anything bad to happen to you? Never put that trust of trusting an outsider over your parents. So when an outsider tells you, don't tell your parents, you would rather go in line with that. And which is why I talk about contentment. A lot of time, a lot of teenagers fall victim because they are not contented. Because if you are contented, if anybody is offering anything to you, you are going to either decline or take it, get home, and show your parents. So contentment is a virtue that you must uphold as a teenager to prevent yourself from getting into situations and circumstances that you don't want to be. I was talking about grooming, the tricks that they also use. I said they spend excessive time alone with young people. An older person spending a lot of time with young people. Another thing that they do is they share inappropriate jokes. They share inappropriate jokes. They can just say, you, when before now I knew you, your breast was just tiny like this. Now your breast is going bigger. And they might want to laugh about it. That is a red flag. There is no part of your body that should be used as a joke. Like, or say, your bum is coming out, so you are getting fuller. These are red flags. If such comment is coming from an adult, please let your parent know immediately. And if you are in an environment where you know that you hear that, you want to excuse yourself. You want to excuse yourself. Don't think that because maybe for some reason, maybe you have not heard that or from your parents for a while, appreciating your beauty or your self-development body-wise. Be aware in your mind that hearing it from an outsider is not the best option for you. It's a red flag. You need to excuse yourself from that environment and let your parents know. Another thing that I also want you to know is that they give gifts. They give gifts. I think I've mentioned that. If you are contented, whatever gift anybody is giving you, it's not a gift that somebody should even accept. As a young person, if you haven't done anything to deserve a gift and somebody is offering you a gift, if you are contented, you don't need to accept it. You must know when to accept a gift so you can question. That is why you must use your voice. You can question, oh, what have I done? Why do I deserve this gift? If the person, either a man or a woman, because an abuser can be a man or a woman, whether either a man or a woman, you must learn to ask questions. What have I done to deserve this gift? If they cannot give you an appropriate explanation, you can respectfully decline. You can respectfully decline. So I also want you to pay attention to the fact that I said that you have sexual desires and it is God that has given us. So what I also want you to know is that when it comes to dating, sometimes I always categorize the teenage age as an age of confusion for young persons. You are neither here nor there. You are neither a child nor an adult, a full-grown adult here. So a lot of time around that age, a lot of young people, teenagers, getting mixed up that, oh, I am grown and it's time for me to start dating. I want to assure you that dating is not for fun. Dating is not a plaything for a child, because dating requires a lot of commitment, selflessness. You need to have a purpose. You need to be matured. You need to be accountable. So you don't have a reason to rush into dating, not for pressure and not for excitement. So unless, of course, you are ready for marriage, and even it's not only your vital organs need to be matured, your understanding needs to be fully aware. Are you ready to be committed to what is involved to be in dating? Understanding your purpose will also let you know that this is not time yet. Even though as you are growing, your hormone, your body growth, your emotions might be confused and making you feel, oh, my mom is telling me not to engage in dating is because she doesn't want me to be involved or to feel among. After all, I'm a teenager, I am developed, I can do this, I can do that. No, you are not ready. When you are ready, no one will even tell you, because you'll be able to absorb and you'll be able to give to the requirements of dating as a relationship. And a lot of young people get pressured into this by association, by the kinds of friends that they keep. Then you must have a vision. A vision, if I should have come first, a vision is a pictorial representation of who you are. You understand that I am here to make impact. I am here for a purpose. When you know who you are, you have a mental vision of who you are. You are going to have a clear vision of your of your growth in your mental work, in your spirituality, in your academy, and you will have a why turn my camera? Then you have a ladder, you have step in which you are going to follow in achieving this your dream. You have roadmaps that will help you in building your dreams. Please, my teenagers, I just want to encourage you that there is a purpose for your life, and don't let anybody, don't give any man, any woman, any boy, any friend that right, to take away your God-given purpose for yourself. So this night, I have given you few steps that are key. Number one is understanding your purpose. You know that you are created, you are specially created. There is no defect in you. You must ensure that you keep yourself till the appointed time when you are mentally, physically, spiritually, financially developed before you engage in anything. And we are talking about things that can also help you to be safe this holiday and beyond. We talk about groomers and profilers. They are always insider. Don't be always presenting yourself as somebody that is always in lack. When we say lack, we're not talking about financial lack alone. Some people feel that they are lacking because they need somebody to always tell them how beautiful they are. If nobody has ever told you that you are beautiful, even though I cannot see you, but I know that you are in the comment section, we are telling you from the Visionary Parenting Academy that you are beautiful. And how do we know this? Because we are told that we are beautifully and wonderfully created. Please preserve yourself. Thank you very much, Coach Eminem. You are muted.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you.
Thank you,
And my dear teenagers, I hope you have learned, and I hope that at the end of the day, you are going to be able to protect yourself this holiday. Now, remember, like she said, you are beautifully created. And if I didn't tell you yesterday, like when I told the preteens yesterday, I told them that they are global champions. They are global champions created and made for the global stage. So I want you to have that at the back of your mind, and I want you to follow the 15 rules that we shared with you. And if you miss any of the rules, please, you need to go back to the beginning of the video and watch it again, note the rules, and let the rules protect you this holiday. Remember, it is you, it is your life, and you have the power to actually protect yourself. Yes, to a reasonable extent. Sometimes it is not your fault. You are not in charge of what people choose to do, especially people who are much stronger, much powerful, and older than you. You can't take responsibility, but the little you can do for yourself to protect yourself, please do it. Please do it. The little you can do, please do it. I forgot to mention one for the girls. Please, you don't need makeup at your age. You know what is wrong with makeup? Makeup is not a bad thing. But when you make up your face, again, you look older than your age. Not just about looking older. Remember, I said the mindset of the average person here, we operate by our mindset. When a young person makes up, they think, this one has sport, this one is already sport, this one is looking for a boyfriend, especially if you are a girl. They have that mindset, and they see it as an invitation to treat. If you have anybody who is studying law, who is a law student, or who is a lawyer, ask them, what does it mean by an invitation to treat? It's like you are going to a shop now. You see, you are passing on the road. You see somebody has a shop. They hang their wear outside. You see it and you say, oh, this woman has beautiful dresses. If they have their dresses hidden inside a bag, you will not know that they have dresses hidden inside the bag. So, but when they have the dress hanged outside, you will say, this way they have the beautiful dresses. It's an invitation to treat. The dress are displayed so that you will notice that the dress are displayed, so that you will now go there and say, oh, this dress are displayed, oh, madam, how much are you selling them? You see that? It's an invitation to treat. So the same way the average person there sees a young girl with makeup, they conclude, oh, this girl is spoiled, or this girl's parents are not training her well. What is she doing with the makeup? It doesn't mean you are spoiled. It doesn't mean your parents are not training you well. It's just the mindset that we have here. And like, again, I want to ask again, how many people can you possibly go and meet and say, no, I'm not spoiled, no. Based on the mindset they have, their perception, they are going to pick on you, interact with you, run after you based on their perception. You are not responsible for their perception. No, you're not responsible for how they choose to see things. Because these same people, when they go to other countries, they will respect people. Even if people are half dressed outside, they will not bother. But because of our culture, the cultural expectation of that we have here, it has shaped our mindset, and they will run with it. So you can actually protect yourself to a reasonable extent, and that is what this class is all about. Please protect yourself. Remember, she said you are beautifully made. She has said a lot of things, and I hope that you took down your notes and you are actually going to run with it. So what you want to do, if you have any further questions, please put the question in the comment section, and we are coming back to take your question. If you want us to, maybe you have other questions you don't want to share in the comment section, what you want to do is you can just look for our numbers, or you can just drop a message there that you would like to talk to and maybe you would like to talk to me or Coach Odegbami privately, and I'll send you I'll send you my number, or we can just get your number and chat with you privately. So if you have any questions at all, or you are looking for someone you can trust to confide in, you can be very sure you can reach out to us, and we are going to hold you by your hands and help you walk through whatever it is you have confided in us about. Thank you so much for joining. I do hope you are going to take action. Now remember, the self-led mentorship class that is coming up on Monday. Tell your parents to get you registered. You have to be part of it. Get registered. It promises to be super empowering. And also remember, tell your parents that the Visionary Parents Academy has a very, very engaging and empowering and transformational academy that they should register themselves and be part of it. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you. Any last word for any last words? Okay, Emmanuel said, thank you, ma. This class was inspiring. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for staying from the beginning to the end. Please take action. Make sure you note all the rules and you follow them through. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Any parting word for them, Coach
Yeah,
Odegbami?
I just want to tell them that it's your body. Don't give that right to anybody to own it for you. Own your body with pride.
Yeah, thank you so much. So now we say
Thank you for having
someone
me.
is in the guest, someone wants to join us. Who wants to join us? Okay. Now we
Okay. I hope I'm not the one that is out now. Okay. Can't even tell.